Have you ever wondered why some people seem to defy the odds, turning tiny startups into global empires, leading teams to greatness, or transforming their lives from ordinary to extraordinary? What sets the world's most successful entrepreneurs and leaders apart isn't luck, privilege, or one single strategy. It's a unique philosophy, a set of timeless, universal laws that work whether you're building a business, a dream, or yourself. What if you could access those very laws, distilled from the lived experience of someone who's walked the path and interviewed hundreds of legends? Stay with us. Welcome back to our channel, Being and Beyond. Today, we're diving deep into The Diary of a CEO, The 33 Laws of Business and Life by StevenBartlett, a modern playbook for anyone who wants to achieve greatness, whether in leadership, entrepreneurship, or their personal journey. This book is far more than business wisdom. It's a set of guiding principles built from StevenBartlett's own extraordinary entrepreneurial rise and candid conversations with world-class thinkers on his hit podcast. By internalizing these laws, you'll not only amplify your professional success but also unlock your full potential as a creator, leader, partner, and human being. This knowledge can transform the way you work, relate, and live, offering clarity, resilience, and real-world guidance where it matters most. Introduction: 4 Pillars for Enduring Greatness. StevenBartlett organizes the 33 laws of his book around 4 essential pillars: the self, the story, the philosophy, and the team. Each pillar represents an area of mastery that's crucial for true and lasting success. The self. The foundation of all achievement is learning to master yourself. Without self-awareness, discipline, and emotional intelligence, you can't lead anyone else or build anything meaningful. The story. The narrative you create about who you are and what you're building is your greatest tool for influence. Whether you're assembling a team, pitching investors, or leading a movement. The philosophy. Your beliefs and guiding principles shape every decision and outcome, from how you handle failure to how you build trust and manage pressure. The team. No one succeeds alone. The teams you build, the people you led, and the culture you foster determine how far you'll go. Let's climb these pillars, law by law, chapter by chapter, and break down the key lessons within each. Pillar I, the self. Building a foundation of mastery over yourself. Law 1. Fill your buckets in the right order. Everything in achievement flows from a handful of buckets: knowledge, skills, network, resources, and reputation. Begin with learning, let knowledge feed your skills, and let skills open doors to new networks. Resources and reputation should be pursued only after you've invested in the first 3. This law is a warning against chasing status or money before building the knowledge and skills to sustain either. Law 2. Master your emotional state. Success isn't just about intelligence or tactics. It's about emotional regulation. Bartlett stresses becoming fluent in your own internal landscape. Being able to identify, process, and respond healthily to emotions. Leaders who can't keep their emotions in check often self-sabotage or damage team morale. In business and life, emotional mastery is non-negotiable. Law 3. Self-history. Rewrite your story. Unpack the events that have shaped you. Often, the stories you tell yourself hold you back more than any external barrier. Self-mastery comes from re-evaluating and, if necessary, rewriting your internal narratives. Where did your beliefs about success come from? Your traumas? Facing them head-on turns liabilities into strengths. Law 4. The habit equation. Habits, not willpower, run the show. Bartlett advocates building systems and routines that deliver results even on days your motivation runs low. Start small, optimize for consistency, and let habits compound over time. Each positive habit is a building block toward the person you wish to become. Law 5. Self-control motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Self-control is king. Develop the discipline to do what must be done, especially when you least feel like it. The self-discipline succeed where the merely inspired falter. Bartlett's own routines, early mornings and structured days are proof that showing up for yourself beats waiting for inspiration. Law 6. Embrace vulnerability. True confidence comes from being open about your flaws, mistakes, and fears. Vulnerability, admitting you don't have all the answers, asking for help, accepting feedback, isn't weakness, but a gateway to real career and relationship growth. It builds trust within teams and makes you resilient as a leader. Pillar 2. The story. How you tell it is everything, to yourself and to the world. Law 7. The power of storytelling. Humans are wired for stories, even in business. Whether you're marketing a product, raising investment, or keeping your team aligned, your narrative shapes how people see you and your mission. Bartlett shows how to craft a vision that people want to follow, drawing on case studies like Elon Musk's vision for Tesla or Apple's iconic branding. Law 8. Tell your truth. You can't inspire or lead if you're pretending to be someone you're not. Own your story, even the failures. Authenticity creates loyalty and trust. Bartlett's personal journey, from dropping out of university to founding Social Chain as a teenager, resonates because he's frank about both the struggles and successes. Law 9. Purpose drives performance. Why do you do what you do? People and companies with a compelling why consistently outperform those who just want money or prestige. Purpose transforms workplaces, galvanizes teams, and guides difficult decisions. When your story is anchored in genuine purpose, you attract true believers, not just employees. Law 10. Your reputation precedes you. In the digital era, your story is everywhere. Every interaction, online or in real life, adds to your public narrative. Be intentional, be consistent, and never take your reputation for granted. Trust, once lost, is almost impossible to rebuild. Pillar 3. The philosophy. Establishing your rules for playing and winning the game. Law 11. Principles outlast strategies. Tactics come and go, but principles endure. Bartlett cautions against trend chasing and encourages leaders to establish a set of unshakable values for how they work, who they serve, and what they stand for. These serve as a guidepost through turbulent times. Law 12. Failure as essential feedback. To build anything meaningful, you must embrace failure, not as defeat, but as data. Bartlett and his podcast guests repeatedly emphasize the necessity of failing forward. Each mistake is a lesson that moves you closer to mastery. The only true failure is failing to learn. Law 13. Sweat the small stuff. Details matter. Whether it's customer service, design, or communication, the small things add up, either to excellence or mediocrity. Obsess over quality, consistency, and the tiny improvements that no one else is willing to make. Legendary organizations don't get the big things right by accident. Law 14. Pressure is your privilege. High-stakes pressure isn't a curse. It's a signal you're playing on the right stage. Learn to reframe stress as a sign of opportunity and channel it into heightened performance rather than anxiety. The best leaders see pressure as a privilege, not a punishment. Law 15. Adopt a growth mindset. The world and your journey are in constant flux. Bartlett channels the wisdom of thinkers like Carol Dweck. Always be willing to learn, iterate, and adapt. The most successful are those who treat every challenge as a new chance to grow. Pillar 4. The team. No empire is built alone. Build, lead, and inspire others. Law 16. The who, not the how. Don't obsess over how to do everything yourself. The most impactful leaders assemble others whose skills complement their own. Delegation, collaboration, and choosing the right partners multiply your impact. Law 17. Build a mission-driven culture. Culture shapes destiny. Invest time and energy in defining and modeling values that align with your vision. A team aligned on purpose, not just profit, consistently outperforms. Law 18. Hire for character, train for skill. Great teams aren't built on just resumes. They're built on attitude, resilience, and willingness to learn. Given the choice between raw talent and someone with integrity and drive, Bartlett always chooses the latter. Skills can be taught, core values cannot. Law 19. Set the bar high, everywhere. Excellence is contagious. If you demand high standards in every aspect, work, interaction, creativity, your team will follow suit. Mediocrity is also contagious. Never lower your bar for convenience. Law 20. Create a culture of progress. Celebrate iterations, not just results. Encourage learning, experimentation, and regular feedback. Growth becomes relentless when teams know you value improvement over perfection. The remaining laws, 21 to 33, advanced wisdom for lasting success. Law 21. Outfill your competition. Nothing drives breakthroughs like relentless experimentation. Failure, done right, is a competitive advantage because you only need a few wins to propel you ahead. Law 22. Be a plan A thinker. Backup plans can dilute your resolve. Sometimes, commitment to plan A is what pushes you through difficult moments. There's no safety net, so you must make it work. Law 23. Don't ignore problems, face them head-on. Don't be an ostrich. See the world as it is, not as you wish it were. Honest self-reflection and candid feedback save time, money, and reputation. Leaders who admit issues early innovate faster. Law 24. Pressure is a privilege. Reiterated from earlier, but taken further here. You grow most under pressure. Seek out challenges, take calculated risks, and rise to the occasion. Pressure creates diamonds. Law 25. Embrace negative manifestation. Don't just visualize what you want. Consider what could go wrong and prepare. Anticipate setbacks and obstacles, then use that awareness to fortify your plans. Law 26. Context is king. Skills without the right context are wasted. Create environments where the right skills and behaviors are recognized, encouraged, and celebrated. Law 27. Discipline over time. True discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done consistently across days and years. Time plus discipline equals destiny. Law 28. Ask who, not how, again. Delegation is revisited with new strategies. Build a web of experts and contributors. Every project's success is a function of who is in the room, not just how to do it. Law 29. Build a cult mentality. Inspire your team with a sense of belonging, identity, and mission. When people feel like part of a cause, they give more than talent, they give heart. Law 30. Set 3 bars for teams. Identify what non-negotiable, expected, and inspiring performance looks like. These bars create clarity, direction, and motivation. Law 31. Leverage visible progress. People are energized when they see results. Make your team's progress visible and tangible. Celebrate wins, track milestones, and show concrete impact. Law 32. Be a consistent and adaptable leader. Leadership means responding to situations and people with the right energy. There's no one-size-fits-all style. Sometimes you need firmness, sometimes empathy. Be consistent in values, adaptable in approach. Law 33. Learning never ends. Perhaps the most important law. Make learning the default. As soon as your team or company stops learning, decline begins. Model curiosity, mentorship, and continuous improvement. The best organizations are learning organizations. Conclusion: the enduring power of the 33 laws. StevenBartlett's The Diary of a CEO is more than a business book. It's the accumulated wisdom of a journey from humble beginnings to global entrepreneurship, filtered through conversations with the world's top performers. Each law is a lesson not just in business strategy, but in human flourishing, self-mastery, real connection, purposeful living, and building something that lasts. By living these laws day by day, you transform both your business and yourself. Remember, every breakthrough, every leap, and every legacy starts with a single decision: to build mastery from within, to lead with vision, and to never stop learning. The CEO you're meant to be, the creator of your own destiny, already exists inside you. Use these 33 laws and take your first step forward today. Keep striving and keep evolving. Your mountain of greatness awaits.